So in a minute we'll find out who the first riders on the course are. Looks like our first riders are Wellington and Frank. Starting is Wellington, ridden by, looks like Frank, and we've got C. McClellan. Oh no, I'm gonna lie. Wellington, ridden by C. McClellan, and Frank, ridden by K. That's number 330 and 329. So I've been told it's Craig McClellan and Karen Leach riding Wellington and Frank. No other information on those two horses yet, but as they come past, I'm sure I'll give you some snippets of information. Looks like our first pair is safely over the first. That's Wellington and Frank, and safely over the second. Wellington, of course, is a beef Wellington. It's a very nice dish. I do like it. What a glorious day for us today. The going, not too hard, just about right. I haven't spotted them yet, but I hear they're coming down the hill as we speak. At a trot. Sounds like they're coming up to the straw bale. Safely through the dressing fence, that's the straw bale. Sponsored by the Paddock Doctors, and looks like they've gone over the next one there. That's the log pile, sponsored by Cliff Eckpoint, going down the hill, crossing the path. Run over any members of the audience, which is rather good news. So it looks like Karen stretching out in front of Frank. Got two more on the course, not sure of the numbers yet, but they will let us know. Well, it sounds like Wellington Frank doing rather well. They're clear over the step up. That's fence number 8. It's sponsored by Windmill Feed and Saddlery. Doing very nicely. Looks like a very leisurely round there for Wellington and Frank, ridden by Craig and Karen. And the next two riders on the course, it looks like it's C. Tasker and G. Stenning on Sophie and Hathal, or is it Hatal?
The other one is Meanwhile. Remember that?
Meanwhile?
Meanwhile?
Yeah.
Who's that then?
So it looks like Craig and Karen are clear over number 11. That's the sloping rails. Sponsored by Sussex Asparagus. And looks like C. Tasker and G. Stenning clear over the straw bales, the dressing fence. Don't know how they exactly did. Did they dress it well? Did they not?
No, not really.
So no, it wasn't the best dress, I hear, from C. Tasker and G. Stenning, but they're doing very nicely now. Very leisurely canter down the hill, going over the path, down towards number 6, the log pile. In fact, they've done the log pile, going towards the stick pile, which is number 7. That's the stick pile, and that's sponsored by Eastbourne Mitsubishi.
Thank you very much. Eastbourne Mitsubishi. I'll obviously buy my next Mitsubishi from you.
I've got a bit in my pocket.
Just drop that straight to the base. And then you can start again.
And it sounds like, see Tasker G steadying, clear over fence 8, the step up. Just reported, oh, and I can see our first riders, they're coming back towards the home. That's Wellington Frank, ridden by Craig McClellan and Kay Leach. So it looks like we've got 2 more starters on the course, but as I'm saying there, I can see Wellington and Frank just having a very nice canter up towards the finishing straight, as I would call it. So safely over the roll top here. Very nice ride there. That's 329 and 330, just coming up towards the finish. I think Karen seems to be taking the lead. Craig seems to be just puffing a little bit. Well, I don't know if Craig is so much as the horse. So I've just heard that Sophie and Hertel safely over number 11. Slightly sideways, I hear, but they're doing very well otherwise. And we've got 2 more starters coming up to the dressing fence. That's Fleur and Fred, ridden by D. Gilbert and S. Robinson. And I can give you some information about them, which I'm sure you'll be very interested by. And I've just heard that Fleur and Fred were very together over the dressing fence. That's Debbie Gilbert.